He's got 7 tries and 5 try assists from 11 games this year. So the Sharks have to win to guarantee themselves a position inside the 4 after this weekend. Big Royce Hunt to get us underway on a chilly evening down in the Sutherland Shire in New South Wales. Play to Brayley and away to Sione Katoa. Wanted to strike men out wide for the Sharks. 7 tries in his last 4 games against the Tigers. We've outlined the dominance recently for Cronulla against the West Tigers. 10 of their last 12 wins, yet the Tigers actually have a winning record against them overall and a winning record here at Shark Park, which is quite staggering. Not many teams can boast that kind of record. Trindle kicking high and away from Jareen Buller, who makes good ground to take the catch on the full. They were competitive for large chunks of that game against Melbourne last week at Leichhardt, but just their defence seems to have tapered off as the season's progressed. They've conceded 40 points in each of their last 2 games. Staines, hit hard by Royce Hunt. Big man on little man, big man prevails, and now Adam Dewey. Wonderful to see him back, and he's been effective in his 3 games back from that latest knee reconstruction. To Stefano Utoikamanu now. And Galvin with the first kick. Down the right-hand edge. Has been used primarily on the left-hand side so far this year. So maybe a change of lane or side of the ground anyway. Gives Caesar the left foot kick of the left-hand side of the ground to use. So Cronulla back within 15 of the halfway. This is Wilton. And now Ramian. Playing his 56th consecutive game. And the man at dummy half, Blake Brayley, he's got the longest consecutive run in the comp. Atkinson, there's a good opening through the middle. A worry for the Tigers, but Atkinson, he's really at home at this level now. Away to Trindle, to the left with Kale Iro, beats Galvin, try to the Sharks after 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, nice early ball. When there's space out there and you've got a weapon like Kale Iro, just throwing the ball early. Here was a bit of footwork. Harvey Norman replay. It was a bad miss from Stefano, and he's down in back play. I think he's carrying an injury. And it was a great bit of footwork there from Daniel Atkinson. And on the play the ball, quick play the ball, and he just catches the ball and just fires it. I think it was Trindle. Yeah, Trindle. Great ball from dummy half, gets the ball and just throws it to him early ball, left foot step. That was too easy.
He's a good player, young Kale Iro, and the more time he's getting in the top grade, the better he's getting. He's big, strong, athletic. He's got a nice step. His defence is improving all the time. Son of a great footballer. And he's been prolific at try scoring in lower grades coming through, particularly New South Wales Cup, really finding his feet in the top grade now.
Freddie to keep an eye on big Stefano down there. I saw he's got some strapping on a calf. And he got stepped there by Daniel Atkinson, who was limping back into play.
That's quite the celebration for a cold night. Trindle making it 6-0.
Yeah, I know. It's like, I'm just saying, just be careful so you don't run the risk. That's all. It's on your run!
Sharks on the board early. That will settle some nerves. They've lost their last 2 games here at home. Normally a fortress for Cronulla teams across the years. So Kaufusi back past the 10. Brayley. And now another run for Jesse Ramian in the early stages. It's a little chilly, Brad, but the ground looks good and the fans are willing as ever down here in the Shire.
Yeah, well, the ground's fantastic. You just saw the footwork from Daniel Atkinson and young Kale Iro. Great footwork. I've got to say, it is cold, but what warmed me up was interviewing Benji Marshall and talking about that try set up in 2005. That was so spectacular, just watching his face light up. He loves these grounds. Conditions, the wind behind the Tigers, as usual. It's about 26 degrees, so they should use that with a nice kicking game outside that. And the weather, meaning the temperature, it's awesome being down there on the sideline.
Good to have you with us again. Now, pull up. Oh, was that obstruction? The locals thought so. He certainly ran behind his own man. That's Fatape. Maybe the Tigers get away with one. Apikoris out. Well, Charlie Staines has got fond memories of playing against Cronulla. He debuted against them as a Panther and scored 4 tries. Then backed it up in the next appearance with 3. Now to the veteran Clemmer. Played to Coruscant. And Galvin, the primary kicker for the first couple of sets for the West Tigers. Taken at the back by Kennedy. Oh, a mistake. Ronaldo took his eye off the footy.
A rare error from Ronaldo. I think he's up there, one of the best wingers in the game. He scores tries, but there's a lot of work coming out of trouble. It's one of those players very rarely makes an error. You go a couple of seasons, you won't see that again. Gives the Tigers an opportunity.
10 seconds. Seconds. Shot clock off.
Twin brother, debuting for Parramatta. Lorenzo. Good luck.
Ronaldo and Lorenzo. A couple of movie stars. Oh, they've made a mistake on the scrum. Stefano bobbled it.
Shot clock on.
Oh, a lamentable start for the big number 8.
Yeah, plenty of feeling there with the Sharks too. They all rushed in to celebrate the fact that their opponent made an error. Stefano standing out of the scrum, gets a little bobble there, Doesn't take much to constitute a knock-on these days. Not a great start for the Tiger.
Hold there. Break. Not fast.
Well, Brad made a point of asking Benji Marshall about the discipline of his team. That's quite a staggering stat, Brad. You pointed out 10 sin bins in the season, and you've just seen here they get an opportunity to attack, they drop the ball, then give away a penalty. That pretty much sums up their plight.
Well, in plenty of games too, they've been in the game and then had someone sin bin against Melbourne. They were in the game, and then all of a sudden their winger was sin bin. And then multiple games they've had double players sin bin. So yeah, it's definitely, if you can fix your discipline. It was too hard defending in your own end and bringing the ball out of your own end. You want to finish at the top of the table.
And defensively, only 2 teams worse off than them so far this year. And we equate West Tigers outfits with being blistering attacking teams. Well, they're 17th in that area. So they are a team that is building. A lot of young players out there. Youngest team in the comp. There's Nicola. Runs towards the middle of the ground where he's met by Apikoris. Trindle up in the air. A test for Alex Lobb, who takes it well above the pack. His 3rd NRL appearance this evening. He was the Dragons New South Wales Cup Player of the Year last year. And a penalty for the West Tigers.
Now, I think ill-discipline, it comes from a number of areas. It can come from complete arrogance. I don't think that's the Tigers' problem. It can come from a lack of care. Well, I'm sure they care. More often than not, it comes from a lack of confidence. And just being a little bit frantic at the critical moments. And that leads into turning the ball over or giving away penalties or panicking.
This lade's had a good campaign for Nuapole.
He's a good player. Really good footwork for a big man.
Galvin Pagui. There's a couple of attacking weapons. Galvin and the experienced Adam Dewey on that right-hand edge. He's back for more. for Nua Pollet. 3 tries in his last 4 games as well. 4 tackle Tigers. Caesar, Galvin around the back, and Fainu, and Buller, and Fatape. Glorious for the Tigers.
Well, there's some young kids. Some young kids involved in this try with some beautifully talented play. We've got a Sharks player down at the moment. It's the winger. Katoa. Just watch this. Harvey Norman replay. Short ball, bang. Dig in behind the line. Jareen Buller in the right place at the right time and gets the offload. That's really good, aggressive line running. Coming out the other side and then trusting the pass. Nice play here. He's improving this big fella on the edge all the time, Fainu.
He's the go-to man. I see Galvin when he comes over the left side, whenever he digs into the line, he often plays short to Samuela Fainu. As a half, you build that confidence with your back rower. You know if they get into space, you'll hit them. Building nice, that combination. Freddie?
Yeah, it was great to see instinct kick in. When Jesse Raymond, the right centre for Cronulla, comes up ahead of the ball, you just saw Lachlan Galvin just take a breath. There we go, just puts the back rower through. And from there it was easy. There was no stress at all in one-hand passes. They were just running and smiling. It was right in front of us. It was actually great to see. But that was the moment right there. Ramian come forward and Galvin just backed his instinct, went into the line and put his back rower through the line. And then the rest are just having fun.
And Arpie's locked us up. Crystal clear night over the top of Shark Park. Sharkies 6, Tigers 6. That was scintillating footy by the West Tigers. Galvin instrumental. And Samuela Fainu playing another game in the back row. It's his 21st career game and has become a permanent fixture on that left-hand side, playing 80 minutes most of the time.
Another thing I like about Samuela Fainu, he stays off the ball. He doesn't crowd his ball player. He lets him get across to where the halfback defends. He likes to attack between where the halfback and the centre defends. Smart player, smart back row.
Sione Fainu on the bench and Latu Fainu, also part of this Tigers squad. They tried hard to prize them over from Manly, didn't they, at the start of the year? And I'm sure they're glad they did. Mulitalo now linking up with Iro. Gee, we've got an open game of footy. Iro over the halfway, gets to Galvin, bumped him off and Buller's there.
We had a referee down too. That gets the fans on their feet.
Nothing funnier in the game. Nothing funnier than a referee hitting the dirt. Hope we had 11 cameras on it.
Here's Nikora.
There he goes, the ref. Over you go.
6 more tackles. And Oregon Corfusi offloading out the back. He's been everywhere. Atkinson, geez, had a start. And now Ramian trying to dodge the big man. Finds Aiden Caesar, says he'll do. But the halfback stands up to the challenge. And Samuela Fainu there as well. A dash down a shortish side by Brayley. Comes back open side. Trimmed it with a pass underneath. Wilton wrapped up around the legs by Pollet. And that's all fair. So a good effort by Clemmer out of marker. Play to Kennedy. McInnes to Atkinson. There's a bobble from Raymond. He did well to hang on to it. He jammed it between his hand and his hip to maintain control. Through the line now, McInnes. Desperation to Ream Buller. Gee, they're stretched to their right-hand defensive side here, the West Tigers. Long pass, Trindle. If they go through the hands, they're destined to score. It comes away to Ronaldo. He made a mistake at one end, he scores up the other.
They're too easy. Ball goes wide. Getting the ball to the key players in space. Hero does a really good job again. This was poor defence. Harvey Norman replay. Poor defence. They get into the backfield. Hero, he pinches about 30, 40 metres. And on the back of that, and a 6 to go, they march downfield. And quick play the ball by McInnes. And they always had him for numbers. They hold and slide. But then once again, Ronaldo getting one-on-one. He scores tries, this young lad. He's a try scorer.
Now, against these Cronulla outside backs who are very aggressive, they're big and they're fast, you can't be backing away on your own try line. See this backing away. There's no force to your tackles. And once they step back against your inside shoulder, you've got no weight in your tackle. Tigers players are dropping off in defence all the time. They've got to back themselves to get up and make their mistakes going forward rather than going backwards. That'll play into Cronulla's hands enormously if they continue to back away and slide away on the edges like that. Cronulla love that stuff. Watch this. Up it comes. Nice long ball. They're all going sideways. They're all going backwards, sideways and backwards. Then when they go to your inside shoulder, you've got no power in it. And particularly if you're young and you haven't developed physically, you just can't hold the tackle.
That's a bullet by Trindle.
That's because Marcus pushing him as well.
That's 34 tries in 32 games
Let me
here
run.
at Shark Park for Ronaldo Mulitalo. Death, taxes and Ronaldo scoring at home. Yes, Brad?
It's interesting, the vibe of the crowd. I think the last month has just brought a bit of doubt. The try got a nice cheer. I think the goal kick actually was the most confidence I felt from the crowd, but the ease of the Tigers' try hurt them a little bit. I think it's going to be one of those stressful nights for a fan. Plenty of tries.
Oh,
there we
Ronaldo's
go.
dropped one. He tried to fend Galvin
There we go.
in aggressive fashion, but spilt the ball. Straight to this left-hand edge, where Jareem Buller is waiting. 6 tries in the year. Tackled outside the Sharks 20. Caesar across to Clemmer. And Brayley in the tackle, and assisted by Corfusi. Galvin heavily involved. Caesar over the top. Lob now. Oh, good shot. Strong tackle by Iro. They're down in prime position. Bateman across the line, trying to get on the outside of his defender, but can't do so. Nikora around the ankles, and Galvin playing both sides of the ruck. Across to Fatabe. Caesar up and across. It's not a particularly deep kick. It's touched back here by the Tigers, and McInnes is in possession now for Cronulla. And straight away they're off down the left, and Ronaldo's run past them all, gets the Buller. Ball back on the inside. He's been run down here. Trindle in support. But the Tigers are real. Oh, this will be a sin bin. This is a sin bin for your life.
Not square.
Yeah. That was as plain as day. There's 11 for the year.
He's going to challenge it. Happy.
You can't challenge Uppy. I know, but you didn't get there in time. You can't challenge Marcus. Where you go?
Happy Coruscant is emphatic that he was square.
Marcus.
And that he had every right to come around and try and disrupt that. Let's watch.
Wait.
Well, he's square.
Let's play on.
Of course it's play on. But because of the situation, because of the long break and the team's on the attack, the tolerance level from referees diminishes greatly. Appy is saying, I'm square, I'm square. He would not have been penalised for that moment anywhere else in the game in any position on the field. But because the long break is made, the tolerance level comes down enormously. And it's a big 10 minutes now without their main man defending their own line with a team of kids.
Well, the Tigers' right edge, Dewey and also Lobb, they have to get together. They're leaking at the moment.
So they lost Fatape to the bin last week and conceded twice against Melbourne. And they're up against it once more. Atkinson, catch and pass. It's along the ground. It's scooped up by Katoa, but there is a hand by a Cronulla player on the ground. That was a bobble by Ramian.
Shot clock on. Aiden, left.
Just getting back to the Appy, how come he couldn't challenge that? If you get sin bin on professional foul, can you not challenge it?
I don't know.
Well, the referee said you can't challenge markers.
You can't challenge markers, yeah. They don't like markers being aggressive. They don't like markers doing that sort of stuff, and particularly in that situation after a long break. And Appy is a very, very experienced player, believed he was square and believed he could disrupt the play, and he did. It was a great double effort. He's cover defended, he's got to marker, and then he's made an effort out of marker to save the day for his team. Now he's got to sit in the dressing room for 10 minutes to think about it.
He really gets it wrong, Appy.
Oh, I don't think he was wrong there.
Well, I'm just saying that he's so quick between the ears that...
What did Brad Fittler say before the game? They've had 10 sin bins this year. 11.
Well, in games they've had a couple.
It's Stefano's best run of the game so far. 6 out from the halfway. Clemmer, well, he wanted the ball play, but didn't have anyone to pass it to. Inside Cronulla territory. Caesar. Up and under. And Dewey racing after it. Oh, he timed his run well. Ronaldo got level. If you want an indication of how good our modern sports science is, not just in rugby league but across the board, so Adam Dewey's had this wretched run with knees. They reckon this time in, he's faster than he's ever been at any stage in his career.
One of his first games back, he went 60 at Campbelltown.
And Burton.
And he's playing without strapping too. It was a very serious and long rehab for his latest knee injury.
Yeah, that was against Canberra.
Yeah,
Weeks was chasing. He was flyer.
He'd had one game back in New South Wales Cup. They threw him straight back into the NRL. And after 18 months off, he had a stellar of a game. Bradley Fittler.
Well, just on the Appy Coruscant incident, when you jump at marker, that's like jumping from the 10-metre mark. It's considered offside. So you can't contest an offside penalty.
Okay. Thank you for clearing that up, Brad. Galvin for Tape. Well, Galvin's been given a licence to run everywhere on the field. It's been great. He's been all over the ball.
It's good. He's playing on the right. He's coming to the left. Doing a lot of the kicking.
Here comes Dewey. Again, well timed. Well, they've turned up the intensity dial here. They're a man down. But the effort is lifted simultaneously. Dewey in there. Oh dear, another penalty. Just when they had them where they wanted them.
Chat. No, he's not.
This one's back chat.
Oh.
Aiden.
This happens regularly to the Tigers, that they keep relieving pressure on the opposition just out of frustration and, to be honest, lack of confidence, lack of self-belief, which makes you do silly things.
Forceful run by Wilton. So this set commences inside Tiger territory. Tom Hazelton out there now for Cronulla. Riley Atkinson. Ramian dancing, looking for an opening. Porter in 17. One of the early interchanges, and Safar, who's wearing jumper 23, ripped his jumper in the warm-up. And I'm not surprised that they warmed up for about 45 minutes, the West Tigers. Their tackle counts are up past 20 before the game had even started. Rayleigh. Hazelton. Oh, good ball. An even better tackle. Caesar's gone to ground with a grimace, and it's been picked up by Bro. Penalty. Another one.
Well, he's lucky he's not in the bin here. Aiden Caesar. He gets his foot tangled up with the dummy half. If it was down. If it was deliberate, it was Tommy. He's got the 15 on, but playing like a halfback. Gets left on the ground, Aiden Caesar. No, I think it's an accident.
Gee.
Well, he's not looking. You give him the benefit of the doubt. No, there's no benefit of the doubt.
So Cronulla, the beneficiaries of that call, and Hazelton within a couple of metres of the line. Now this is a real acid test. Can the Tigers repel this onslaught? Atkinson one-on-one for Tape gets him. One of the Tiger defenders was knocked over on the inside.
That was a great tackle.
McKennis with nowhere to go. Porter and Caesar, the defenders, 10 metres away. 3 players used. Brayley and Trindle, and the pass goes to Wilton. Well met by a couple of Tigers tacklers, Galvin and Safar. Hazelton! Tommy, stop that. They've got 6 more. Goodness, the pressure is at the breaking point now, and Katoa is going to go over and score in the corner. It almost looked inevitable. They had so much ball.
Well, it had to come. The Tigers have to realise the biggest thing that moves momentum is giving away penalties and 6 to goes. The amount of tries on the back of 6 to goes and penalties. Harvey Norman replay is pretty simple. Catch and pass. A man down. The winger has to jam. And Katoa, he gets over. But once again, on the back of a penalty and a couple of 6 to goes. Poor discipline by the Tigers. It's a Huey fan camp. They're up and about here in the Shire. Ready?
Well, they seem to be doing a good job defending all the likely attackers from Cronulla. But it was the unlikely Britton Nickera that come up with a beautiful bit of skill. Just held the ball, looked inside, and found his winger clear. Yeah, they're doing a good job in defence. The Nickera just too smart. The winger comes flying in, and Katoa all on his own. Sometimes it's the one least likely.
Well, at their best, they're deadly, the Sharks, down the edges of the field. Their centre and wing combinations are extremely good. And when they do their work in the middle and create opportunities out wide, they're very, very hard to contain. Nice to see them playing with a smile on their face.
I think Sione Katoa did a Paul Vaughton head wobble.
Couldn't do it like Fatty. He's brought this ball back 29 metres. This is a long kick.
You were saying?
Alex, listen to me in these rucks, all right? Give me a response in the rucks.
Another one for Sione Katoa. 7 tries in his past 5 games. That's a head wobble.
Run.
Oh, he's even got the tongue out of the mouth.
Well, that is Fatty.
Yeah. The legend lives on. Big fan of the footy show, Sione. So Corrigan Corfusi at 18-6.
We had Fatty Vaughton, the great Fatty Vaughton, on Freddie in the 8th during the week. Absolutely hilarious. It's Kerry Packer's story. He's the best Fatty.
Together, Tigers, square! Oh.
You reckon he'll be in his element in his sold-out Suncorp on Wednesday coming for Origin 3. Well, this is looking a little ominous now. Cronulla just eating up the middle of the round. Corfusi again. Tackled by Porter around the legs. To the left with Trindle. He got right under this. Buller in the gun. Great take by the youngster at the back. But they've gone the whole length of the field there. That set of 6 after points and lob. Driven back by a couple of defenders. Hazelton and McInnes among them. And now Dewey. They're stuck in the mud here, the West Tigers. Charlie Staines. Oh, Staines under pressure. They've knocked the ball on.
Sharks hit the arm.
I'd like to look at this one. I think the ball goes back off Charlie Staines. And then
clock on.
I think there's a hand of the Sharks. Well, they're saying the Sharks. Just watch this. I think he offloads the ball backwards. Goes backwards. And then the Sharks gets a hand to it. Atkinson knocks the ball out. Fade Tape's hand.
Well, it's just men against boys at the moment, I'm afraid. They'll do well to hold the Sharks out here.
Well, Lappy's back on. He's just sprinted.
Oh, Katoa! They couldn't ice the last pass. There's no head wobble there.
Up here.
Well, it was the winger passing to the centre. I don't know why they do that. Why do they do this? Why do teams do this, Andrew? Fill me in.
Oh, I don't
why is the winger inside the centre passing? Why is he in there and Jesse Ramian on the wing?
I have no idea.
Why do they do that?
Yep.
Well, Jesse Ramian's predominantly right foot step up. Whether they wanted to get the ball to Katoa, who can dance off that left foot, which, to answer your question, I have no idea.
The answer's a pineapple.
Yep.
Yes, Brad.
Well, the Tigers' first scrum, they thought they'd give it to a front row and he dropped the ball. They're all doing it.
So Crusher tackle and on report Hazelton. And Nathan Caesar tapping into all of his experience, trying to slow things down. Let's stay calm here, boys. It's only 18-6. Defense by Trindle.
Well, he's someone who can spark him. Bateman. He's unorthodox. John Bateman. Get him some ball.
Six more tackles. Toby Rudolph on the field. And Polle won that tackle and wins his team a fresh set of 6. The run by Ruben Porter. Safe path. Straight towards Blake Brayley. This is good tenacious ball running by the Tigers here. They're up near the 20-metre line and over it now through Bateman, who steps left. Played back to Adam Dewey. Sees a safe path to juggle, but he passed away to Coruscant. And now Galvin. Stopped within 6 metres of the line. Coruscant, look left, played right. Polle, super tackle that one. Important play. Toby Rudolph who wrapped up the ball. Coruscant, long to Caesar, and Galvin dinks towards the in goal. It's retrieved by Kennedy, but he plays the safe option.
Gee, he's a good player.
Isn't he? A good player?
He's a good player.
He gets over to the left. It wasn't on, so he takes the tackle and then buzzes back around the right under fatigue.
Just the confidence level of him, Andrew, and how competitive he is. How, you know, like he's relentless at them, isn't he?
The Canberra game a couple of weeks ago at Campbelltown, the one where Dewey scored, I watched him off the ball that game. When the ball goes away, he doesn't chase it. He's organising his edge. He's talking to his centre. He's a long-termer. He's an absolute ripper.
He's essentially playing halfback. He's on the ball all over the field.
Yeah.
And Benji's giving him the keys to the team. What a future.
Well, when I watch him, I'm thinking, what's he going to be like in another 6 or 7 years when he gets to his prime? When he's 25, what's he going to be like?
We have a look physically. It'd be like he'd be 90 kilos.
Oh, he's a pretzel.
Oh, no.
Oh,
no. Just when they were mounting up a little bit of pressure on the Sharks' defence, the ball's been turned over. He doesn't snap like a pretzel, though. He gets up in their face.
Hey, brave.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear. Now, I've been saying for a while now, the career of our top-level playmakers, the career of a top-level NRL playmaker is pretty much from 24 to 34 years of age. And we promote all these kids at 18 and 19 and judge them like they're Andrew Johns or they're Cooper Cronk or they're Jonathan Thurston, and it puts a lot of pressure on them. But think about what that's going to look like in 6 or 7 years' time, when his career will only just be starting then, not now. His career's not going to start for another 6 or 7 years. Gee, he's going to be a player.
He's got a handy halves partner coming to the club next year as well. And he feeds the scrum Galvin. That's Jerome Luo, by the way. Caesar for Fatape. So the Tigers have hung in. It is a 12-point deficit, but they'd feel good about themselves if they could drag it back to 6. A dummy and run by Seyfarth. Line with the right-hand post, Coruscant. Plays out the back. Caesar, Galvin. Might have saved the try with that Cartello. He was offside.
Yeah, they got offside and they had to knock the ball down. It was the right idea. Probably just rushed their play a little bit.
Hold the line. Let's go, Uppy.
Just need to hasten slowly. Take their time. There's a try here for them.
So one of the mature age debut players this year for the Tigers, Ruben Porter, 27 years of age, playing it. Coruscant across. Seyfarth towards the post. Hazelwood, good tackle around the ball with Rudolph. Coruscant looks left, finds his 7 in Caesar. He goes for a run. Rudolph with consecutive tackles, 4 metres away now. Coruscant. Another one for Rudolph on the tackle count. Seyfarth to acting half. And Galvin out of second receiver, tried to thread Bateman through, but good tackle by Trindle. Plays it quickly. Galvin from dummy half rolls it in, and there was a chance they've lost the ball here.
Can't be offside in your own in goal, guys.
But they have grounded it, and as our referee Adam G says correctly, you can't be offside in the in goal. They've survived that, but a dangerous kick again by Galvin on play 5.
Yeah. Look at that little play. I'll stop wrapping him because I don't want to put any more pressure on him. But he's exceptional. Tigers need a try here just for their own confidence, just to keep themselves in the game.
Oh, they've got the ball back. No, they haven't.
Just jumps through the line. Jumps through the line. Feints catch.
Champ? Is there
Change of possession.
You're saying it's a disruptor?
Yeah.
Here it is.
Who to? William Kennedy. He went to catch the ball and missed it. Anyway, play on.
Let him up, Tom. Hold the line. Open, hold.
Midfield, Coruscant. Caesar for Sione Fainu. Can they bash down the Sharks' front door? The Tigers with several sets in a row down this end of the field. Bateman against the grain. Trying to evade the tackle of Nikora. 9 metres away. Rudolph has been busy defensively. Seyfarth. Straight, hard. Another penalty high shot.
High tackle over the top.
For me, this.
Yeah.
Discretion's here.
Mandatory.
raise of the chin by Rudolph. They'll start paying rent if they're down here much longer here, the West Tigers. Bateman off Galvin again. Oh, good ball. Dewey. Sharks were awake to the late offload. 5 metres away. How do they breach this Sharky wall? Coruscant for Galvin. Sione phoned. They'll be burning some of these Sharks. Big man, they've made a heap of tackles in a row. Caesar, Galvin behind Bateman. And now Dewey away to lob. Oh, there was little room to move there. He did well to catch and stay in the field of play. Right against the corner post. Looping pass. Galvin can't bisect the line. He should get 6, but he does. Oh, how many tackles in a row is this?
It's been great defence. To be honest, the Tigers haven't looked like scoring. Cronulla are in control. But it's just one pass, one run at the right angle.
Oh, dear, the pass landed straight in the breadbasket of Ramian. Buller is tearing after him. Ramian versus Buller. Buller with a brilliant tackle from the backfield. But surely they score from the next play. A heartbreak for the West Tigers as Sione Katoa makes it 2.
Yeah, well, Jesse Ramian was up awfully quick on that intercept. Tigers had been battering their line, and I said the Sharks were in control in defence, and they were. They were really handling the Tigers quite comfortably, defending their line really well, and these are the tries that the defensive coaches love. It's playing a little too aggressive and straight into the hands. Harvey Norman replay. Now, I was betting about $2.50 here that he'd get to the other end. Jareem Buller was absolutely hurtling down the field and pulled him up. But whilst they made the tackle, they couldn't get to the next play of the ball. Virtually threw it to him. Just picked them off. Read them like a race form. Didn't have the speed to go all the way, but it created a try on the next play.
What a tackle by Buller. Super effort.
Yeah, they just couldn't get their defence sorted on the next play.
Gee, that's got to be a blow.
Well, it's a try for your defence. That's all that grit that they showed on their goal line there, the Sharks. West Tigers were throwing plenty at them, plenty of tackles, but I said they were in control, Cronulla. They were not panicking at all, and in the end came up with the aggressive play to get the intercept and run the length of the field for a try. It remains to be seen whether that now snaps the Tiger spirit. Hope not, but it's a big play.
Time to run.
Another one for Sione Katoa. 2 for him. Ronaldo's got to cross the line as well, and this score balloons out to 24-6. That's a harsh turnaround. Tigers pounding away at the Sharks line, and instead of scoring, they've conceded a 90-metre runaway.
Yeah, but you've got to give Sharks the rap for that.
Yeah.
You know, you can feel a bit sorry for the Tigers, but you've got to give the Sharks the rap for their resilience on their goal line, and they virtually earned that try with their defence.
He's a defence-minded coach, Craig Fitzgibbon. He'll be well pleased with his team's resilience there. There's Henry Nuele. He's tackled on the halfway. Atkinson hoists it into the night sky. Oh, Buller. Rattled by Ramian. Might feel somewhat chasing, having been run down by the snappy Tigers fullback there.
Jareem Buller, I'd like a dollar for every try he's actually saved this year. He's had plenty of work to do at the back of this West Tigers defensive line, but he's a very competitive young man, got plenty of speed, and he saves a lot of tries.
Caesar Galvin, a dummy by Galvin, backhanded pass, Caesar with it, siren sounds. Is there a magic miracle play? Lob kicks ahead. And Galvin, look at him sprint after this. He's not going to have the speed to outpace Sione Katoa. He's there to make the tackle. Well, they've been in the doldrums the last few weeks here, Cronulla, but this has been a positive start to this game. 24-6, they lead the West Tigers at half-time.
With their chief playmaker, Nico Hines, going down into the training. This has been a nice response. Good show of spirit. And a professional display.
And a dogged first tackle after half-time. Toby Rudolph been very busy with plenty of tackles. He's come onto the field. Samuela Fainu out to the 20. Caesar across the ground now, trying to set up an overlap. The pass fractionally behind Adam Dewey, but he makes good yardage nonetheless. Wrapped up by Ronaldo Mulitalo. Galvin on to Bateman. Never easy for any club. Field goal points out to lose their chief playmaker, and Nico gone to potentially a week out from the finals, but they have this enviable position where they can slide in an out-and-out NRL number 7, Braden Trindle, into that chief playmaking role, and he's been complemented beautifully by Daniel Atkinson so far tonight. Played by Iro. Atkinson for Sione Katoa. Tackle made by Seyfarth. Braley for Rudolph. There's Coruscant with that standard whip around the legs. Just out from the halfway. Kennedy through Hazelton. Fingertip catch by Nicola. Right foot step by Ramian. Back into traffic.
Playing a lot tonight. He understands time and space too for a big fella. When to pass.
Staines encountered by Hamanuele.
There's a Westpac red zone coming up. Look at the Tigers, 25 play the balls. Compared to the Sharks, 16.
Oh, Lobb's been stung in that tackle.
Maybe an accident knee. Might have a cork here.
Well, you've got to move it quick. If you don't get it moving quick, you won't get it moving at all.
Galvin, look out.
They're all in each other's way there.
Yeah.
Well, if you're standing on the outside of a kicker where Seyfarth was there, you have to be onside. You can't be in front of the kicker. When you're standing outside the kicker, that's the onside chase.
The whole Tigers team lacks timing in everything that they do. Timing in their movement in defence, timing in their movement of the ball. And it's like they're unaware where the ball is. Even there, like, the kicker gets the ball and they're just wandering in front of him.
Nikora running strongly. Tackled effectively by Caesar. That is a Ramian. Oh, the offload went straight to Seyfarth. Easily the most inexperienced team in the competition. Just over 25 years of age per player. Down the Brad sideline.
Well, I'm just watching Alex Lobb. He's in front of us, and I really feel for the young fella. Here he is. I don't want him to get the ball. I was just thinking about the days. In the old days, they used to rub massages out. Blokes would get nearly tied to the massage table, and they'd think they could massage the cork out. How ridiculous.
What, you can't do that?
No.
Oh, they just bleed.
Or so you're making it worse?
You just got to ice them. Ice them for the first couple of days and then rest them up. They are horrendous. He can hardly move at the moment.
Oh, big tackle.
Alex Lobb, tomorrow he won't be able to get out of bed.
Yeah, that feels. Chip over the top, Galvin. Oh, well, big Tommy.
He's a smart player.
I love him here. So you're saying for all those years, the trainers have been trying to massage corks out of blokes and they're actually hurting them more.
This is 30 years ago. A long, long time ago.
Do you want me to run you through the doctors that I had in my career?
Well, I know one was a gynecologist.
He was.
Okay, Grant. We're on tackle 4, mate. Sharks challenging the decision of a knock-on. Hang on, mate. Can I just listen to this?
What happened that day you went into the doctor with a sore foot?
Had a fractured ankle. He gave me pills for gout. I think he's just lost that, hasn't he?
Just looking to determine if the ball is lost or there is ruck interference.
You got to hold on to it.
We're looking at the left hand of Aiden Caesar. He knocks the ball free of the defender. The challenge by the Cronulla Sharks is successful.
Up here.
But there has to be a raking motion for it to be actually.
It's not a strip. It's ruck interference after tackle's complete.
Can't take a trick, the Tiger. Important for Sharks to keep this energy up for the full 80 minutes. Just getting to that part of the season where you want to start getting things right regularly and going the full distance.
Hasn't been quite as rhythmic as the Sharks might have liked either tonight, despite the comfortable scoreboard.
Now, their effort levels have been good, but you know, their execution is still a ways off. And they too, I think.
Well, it was a head clash here.
Tackle 4. Tackle 4.
He's gone. He's absolutely gone.
Guys, leave him for the trainer. You'll play it, Toby. Tackle 4.
Ruben Porter, and he comes in and around and gets. Ouch.
All right, it's 24-6 Sharks over Tigers. Crikey. They're cursed, the West Tigers. They must feel cursed. The West Tigers have had nothing go their way tonight.
Well, one of the game's great wrestle coaches say to me, you don't get knocked out by the punch that you see. If you see it coming, you can't get knocked out. It's the one you don't see that does it to you. And he didn't see that one coming.
Buller with the catch at the back. There was some contact there between Adam Dewey and Ronaldo, but the referees let it go. But oh no, he hasn't.
Now, John Bateman's blowing up in back play. He tackled Teague Wilton, and he came up and threw a punch.
I wouldn't say that way, but we got an escort.
He wasn't happy with something in the tackle. Here it is here. He's threw. I don't know what happened, but he wasn't happy, the Englishman.
Andrew, if John Bateman wanted to throw a punch, it would be a lot harder than that. He's squashing a fly. He's Hazelton. They grew up in the north of England. Trindle. Oh, double. Okay, stopped by Pollard. Trailing big Tommy Hazelton. A metre away. Big job for the Tigers here. Out to Atkinson. The pass was sublime. It's another try to another Shark winger. Ronaldo with a double to go with his mate.
It's all in the setup. It's all in being in position and then running the right lines and delivering the ball at exactly the right time. They knew from the play the ball what formation they wanted, what shape they wanted to present, and they knew straight away who was going to get the ball. Harvey Norman replay. They're all moving in exactly the right way. They sell that the ball's coming out the back to Kennedy. They throw it across the face of Kennedy, and Mulitalo knows the whole time he's getting it. They invite the Sharks up, beautifully executed. Looks beautiful from high up. Just how well they got in position to do that, Bradley Fittler.
Yeah, I think also the poor defence from Alex Lobbs exaggerated how good is what they did. The 5'8" did a great job, Lachlan Galvin, by getting up and actually moving to the right-hand side to give them more numbers. But for some reason, Lobb just decided to sprint up. Watch Galvin, he moves right, he's done his job, and then Alex Lobb just comes flying in front of everyone. That's not working together. This is going to be awesome, this goal kick in front of us too. Which way is he swinging it, Joey?
He'll start it outside the right upright. Probably about a foot outside that right upright.
Talk us through it, Brad.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the line of his ball, and he's actually aiming, if anything, to the left. Maybe he's looking to fade it back.
Who's that commentator whispering somebody?
Ted Lowe.
Is Ted Lowe down there?
He's saying some things to himself. I love when they go through their routine. Look at the focus, get their balance, head down and strike. He hit it where he was aiming.
Well, there was whispering Ted Lowe, and there's also whispering Jack, and they were playing John Farnham almost on cue. You're the voice. 28 points to 6.
Tries. It's the winger shows. Look at them. These are good wingers, the Sharks wingers. Get so much out of them. They're dummy half runners coming out of trouble, but any of them half chances, they nail them.
Oh!
That's a good tackle from Caesar.
Strong. Danica, some news.
Yes, unfortunate news for the Tigers and Alex Seyfarth, but probably what a lot of people were expecting. He will not be returning tonight. He's off showing Category 1 signs and symptoms of a concussion. So unfortunate news for him, and it's likely he'll have to undergo the stand-down protocol as well now.
All right, thank you, Danica. Bullock took that, looked up, and all he could see was Sharks jumpers.
Yeah, the kick chase was good. Nice high kick from Trindle. These kickers are getting very adept at landing the ball exactly as far as their chasers can run. The runners are land with the ball, and the wingers and fullbacks have got nowhere to go with it.
Should mention as well that Sharks jumper. So this is the replica of the jumper from the mid-90s. Famous Cronulla jumper. Some great Sharks wore that one. 95, I think, is the one they're highlighting tonight. That was a juggle and regather from Pollard.
That was a really good era for the Sharks around that time. Obviously led by Andrew Henninghausen. He was at his best. I think they played in the grand final, the Super League grand final. 97, yeah. Good roll by the Broncos.
Correct. The late Paul Green played in that game. Matt Rogers, David Peach. Tonight after the footy, men's semi-final action at Wimbledon Live and Free. Medvedev v Alcaraz, and then Musetti versus the Joker Novak Djokovic. 9-9 now. Men's semi-final action. If it goes according to predictions, it'll be Alcaraz and Djokovic in the final. But what might transpire, we'll find out later tonight.
Ronaldo.
A good tap back. That was clever. Ramian's got it in one hand. Someone to pass it to. Trindle. He got cleaned up.
Change over out 10.
So Ronaldo comes in from the left wing and he gets down there. Something's always happening around this man. Comes in. Have a look at the athleticism, how high he gets. Looking forward to watching his, did you say it's his twin brother?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the goalie tomorrow?
Lorenzo Mulitalo.
Oh, no.
Oh, dear.
Just put his hand on your back. Tackle 2. Wait.
Well, Bateman, his fuse is about to run to the end. You can see he's about to explode, John Bateman.
I don't want to see that. Stefano back on the ground. Tackled by Bradley around the legs. Galvin for Fatape. He looks lively, Fatape. One of those solidly built, bullocking outside backs. High ball, Galvin, and sublime. Here's Jessica Hoon getting ready to come back. Haven't seen him so far in 2024.
He's been impressive.
Atkinson, plenty of pace. Good tackle from Adam Dewey.
Really impressive. Set up the first try with the right foot step. Got the back play. And really impressive with him.
Well, Coruscant got him into an awkward position, but backed out, so he was put down safely in the end. Here's Jessica Hoon. Missed the first half of the year with a fractured foot. He's been very good in New South Wales Cup in a couple of games before returning here to the NRL. So Ronaldo just in from the sideline, and on the 10, third play, Kale Iro. Tackled by Whanua Pole. The local fans wanted 6 more, they didn't get it. Here's Cahoon. Bateman stopped him and helped from Porter. Brayley feeds it away to Braden Hamanuele.
Got Macho Man Randy Savage there. Look at him. Really celebrating. Oh yeah, the Macho Man. What's this for a celebration? Nice pass from dummy half. Harvey Norman replay, double pump, and then just gets him into space. Look at the Macho Man. Ooh, he loves it.
Well, this just looked like a bloke who wanted to do a post-try celebration but had no idea what to do. He hasn't planned it, so he says, I've got to get up and do something. So he's going to do, and then he's, what's that?
I think he's kicking a door in. Doing something.
Talk to me about the Macho Man.
Oh, he's celebrating like the Macho Man.
Who's this Macho Man?
He's a big fan of the wrestling.
Right. He's a wrestler.
Uele. Oh, the Macho Man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. The best interviews ever. Look at him on YouTube.
Larger than life character.
Yeah. I don't think he's with us anymore. Lived a fast life.
Braden Hamanuele gets his try, the 6th for Cronulla. The locals are liking it. I think even Braden was having a little dance to the DJ on the way back into position. Mulitalo with the catch there. So the Macho Man, did the Macho Man ever take on Haystacks Calhoun? Because that's your man, isn't it?
Yeah, different era. Different era. Haystacks dug the well and Randy drank from it.
And other stuff.
Well, the Tigers have got to find something here. It's been one-way traffic. Here's Jesse Cahoon.
Still a long way to go. 24 minutes. And if the Sharks get their dander up, they could run up a big number here.
Energetic chase. Buller always safe.
I'd love to see him in a really competitive football team. No, Sharks are, Tigers are very much in a rebuilding phase, but let's hope it doesn't damage his career in the next couple of years and he grows with the side.
To put a bit of context around that, there's 35 players so far in 2024 and 10 debut players.
Yeah, it's been very difficult. It's just where they are at the moment.
Shot clock on, guys.
Jerome Luai coming to the club next year.
Just on Jerome Luai, I didn't see this as a halfback. They spoke to you before about Gus. He said he played halfback pretty much coming through his whole career. Since Nathan's been injured, he has elevated himself, Jerome Luai, as a genuine number 7.
Yeah, well, I mean, if Nathan Cleary never existed, Jerome Luai would have been the halfback for Panthers right from the time he was a teenager. And because Nathan Cleary did exist, Jerome Luai took on the role of playing 6 and playing the way he does. Just because we hadn't seen him do it in the top grade didn't mean that he couldn't do it, and they formed a tremendous combination that came from years and years. But Jerome's got the ability to run football teams. Don't worry about that. Bradley Fittler.
Yeah, well, he's also gaining some respect from players who haven't ever trained with him or played with him. I was talking to young Latu Fainu, the young half who's injured at the moment. He's got a hamstring injury for the Tigers. He's got 2 brothers playing tonight, and he was saying how excited he was for Jerome to get to the club.
He's an elite footballer, isn't he? And good news for Penrith is Nathan Cleary due back after this week, so around 20. They find themselves up punching away maybe for another minor premiership. They're looking for 4 titles in a row, and they get their main man back, and he's punched straight through the line here. A run by Ronaldo, draws them in, juggled by Trindle. Trindle back to where it started around the corner. The pass was okay. It's a hat-trick for Ronaldo.
They're a skillful group. This is from the backfield, from their own end of the field. I first saw Ronaldo Mulitalo here as a 16-year-old boy playing junior rep football for Cronulla. I was sitting up in the grandstand up there at that southern end. And I think he was wearing number 4. He was playing in the centres. And I've never seen a more competitive, aggressive kid in all my life. I rang 2 player managers. I said, there's a kid here you should be having a look at. His name is Ronaldo Mulitalo. What's this? Harvey Norman replay from the back of the field. Slows down so Braden Trindle can catch up. Now he's got to slow down to get himself back on side because Braden Trindle's not going to go the way. Positions himself well. Lovely work from Trindle. And he stretches out and scores a try. Bradley Fittler.
Yeah, well, he sure showed some athleticism. There was a couple of people that couldn't keep up with Ronaldo. Just have a look at his footwork at the back. Off the right foot, puts out the right fend, and off he goes. Poor old Braden Trindle couldn't keep up. And if we get the shot of the touch judge, old Daniel Luttring, he couldn't keep up either. I didn't think it mattered if it was going to be a forward pass. He was 20 metres away from it. Ronaldo, what an athlete. And I've got the kick right in front of me again.
Oh, very good.
I'll have to start talking quietly.
I've always thought Ronaldo would be a really good fullback in the right side, playing a certain way. Not necessarily ball playing, but playing a Dylan Edwards sort of player where he's just supporting around the ruck. Any quick play, the ball's getting into dummy half, playing off offloads. He is an athlete. And you saw that move there he put on Bateman. He can change direction and actually gain speed. What a player. Will he learn from the last one?
Oh, yeah.
So we're ready to go for one of the most anticipated State of Origin deciders to date. Can New South Wales come back from the brink and become the first Blues team since 2005 to win a decider at a sold-out Suncorp? State of Origin 3, exclusively live and free, 7 p.m. Wednesday, right here on Nine's Wide World of Sports. Danica, down to you.
Well, after what's been a few tough weeks for these Sharkies fans, they are loving it here tonight. We've just been given the official crowd figure, 10,912 in attendance tonight, and they're currently yelling Sharkies.
Yeah, why wouldn't they? And he's got it back here, Cahoon. Cahoon up and going again.
Go, Jesse.
Oh, he hasn't hurt his knee. Oh, dear.
Oh, no. Is there a twisting motion here, or he's in agony?
Oh,
no. When you see him go down like that, when there's no one around.
Yep. Appy put his hand up straight away.
Don't show that again. Yep. Oh, that's awful.
The top half of the leg.
oh, the poor lad. Chemist Warehouse Sunday footy. Newcastle heading to the Northern Beaches to take on Manly at Four Pines Brookie, 3 p.m. Sunday. All the action live and free with our expert analysis coming to you from the game's best minds right here on Nine's Wide World of Sports. Turbo back in the number 1 and captaining Manly at home.
I heard there's a couple of late inclusions. I heard Paul Harrigan and Spud Carroll are going to play. Can you imagine if they played again? Can you imagine the ratings then, watching them two go at it?
What did you think of young Price's debut, Andrew?
Yeah, I thought he was really good. I thought he was really good. Supported really well. He's got great instincts. He's still finding his way, finding his combinations with Hastings, but also with his outside men.
Another opportunity for Fletcher Sharp with Caelan Ponga in the Queensland team.
Turbo, yeah, back at fullback, where he belongs.
I wouldn't miss the first 20 minutes of Origin next Wednesday night.
Oh, is there any of it?
I've just got a feeling.
There's a bit bubbling under the surface, isn't there?
Yep, something's going to erupt. I can feel it.
So, just under 20 left here. The Sharks already have opened up the biggest winning margin against the West Tigers. It's 30 points. That was back in 2021.
There's still 19 minutes to go.
And I thought he fumbled it.
Still 19 minutes to go. I mean, this can be whatever the Sharks want.
Pulls the leg around.
If they stay hungry and aggressive and just concentrate, we're going to see some more tries.
Hamlin Uele turns his back on the defence and then pivots the other way to play the ball 2 metres away. Brayley, spiralling pass, finds Trickle. Kennedy, Gunnies, tries to bust through the line. Bateman's there to repel him, and Galvin also. Trindle and Rudolph. Coruscant with Clemmer. Right under the posts. They've withstood 4 tackles on this new set. Trindle picks it up. It's bounced off the top. Oh, you wouldn't believe it. 6 more. Hamlin tried the big fend on Galvin, but he's stuck to him like cling wrap. Brayley, Trindle, steamrolling Nikora.
Good player, this bloke. I really like him as a player. He's got speed. He's got He's got the speed of an outside back. He's got great footwork, and he's got real good timing onto the ball. These edge back rowers, they have to come up with some tough runs at times, but the really good ones find a way through the line. They've got a real good sense of timing. Harvey Norman replay. Trindle floats across field. Look at the brave line he runs there, and the last little bit of right foot shimmy just to make sure he gets through the gap. Now he surges, and he's beating the player before he catches the ball. He moves really nicely.
He makes that look easy. Similar to Origin 2 when Liam Martin scored that first try, the ability of the back rower to change his speed, as Gus said, but also change his angle. And as he's doing that, to catch the ball in traffic, that's an art. He's a good player. One of those real wiry guys, all elbows and knees.
There are times where he's in the centres and out on the wing. You'll throw the ball, you think it's the winger, it's him. And he runs like a winger, but he's got a really good footwork and timing on the ball on the edge of the field there in traffic.
So Trindle from in front broadens this gap.
And like I said, there's still 16 minutes to go. A game of footy broken out on the hill.
Well, a fight for a footy anyhow. Have they got to give that one back? I think they do, don't they?
I don't know. I think if you get it, you keep it. I don't think they're going to get that one back anyway.
That's gone, that one.
That'll be up someone's jumper and out the gate very quickly.
Do we know how Harry Grant's sternum is? I think he said he needs some painkillers. Is that right?
Stay on again.
He said that publicly?
Yeah,
I believe so.
Yeah, it's hard. I believe he took part in an opposed session yesterday or today. So they wouldn't be risking it if they didn't think they could get him through, or maybe they tested some painkiller on him.
On the flip side, Bradman Best given the green light officially today, so he will line up for New South Wales. Concerns around the hamstring earlier in the camp, but he's A-OK. Yes, Brad?
Well, Harry Grant will talk to us on the Sunday Footy Show, which is great news. And also I was in at the league today in at the office, and they were actually talking about in Origin the first 20 minutes not having a referee.
Oh, right. Well, that will be worth watching.
Yeah, don't tease me.
I'd be flabbergasted if that happens. How good would that be?
Don't tease me.
Could you imagine that?
They're going to bring back the grasshopper.
Oh, that summed their night up. It bounced a centimetre in from the line.
Play the ball. Up in middle, 10 out, mate.
Can we just pretend that it's 1982 next Wednesday night and just let them go at it?
Well, it's obviously a tension-filled game because the stakes don't get any higher, but it's a delicate balance between controlling that emotion. We saw Swaliti sent off in game one, so both teams will want to play on the edge but won't want to go over that line. You could easily disadvantage a team.
The edge is a lot different in Origin. Just wind them up and let them go. As long as your halfback's got the cool head, and the rest of them, they can go as mad as they want. Oh,
Ball over the top. Dewey. Oh, what about that for a catch? Now, Arby was with the trainer. He's going to try to make the tackle. Ball goes to Trindle. Superb covering. And that's for Nuapole. With the scoreboard at 46-6, he's taken him over.
Well, we had Scott Sattler on the Sunday Footy Show last week. This was shades of Scott Sattler. He had the legs going. Trindle, watch this. This is just instinct and smarts from Kennedy. He's a smart player. Watch Trindle. Look at the legs going a million miles an hour. Pole, he's probably been the best tonight for the Tigers. Great tackle. Danica.
Yeah, we're just seeing Api Coruscant in front of us go off the field. It looks like a lower leg injury. We're just going to get confirmation, but he just came straight from the field, spoke to the trainers here and was pointing down towards his ankle. So we will get confirmation on that. And just on the Sharks, Jesse Colquhoun, there are fears that it could be an ACL injury. They don't have confirmation at this point. He will have to go for scans, but that is something that they're concerned about at this stage, which is really sad considering this is his first game of the season after returning from a foot injury. So devastating news for him.
Oh, it really is, yes. And Brad, some more from you?
Well, Will Kennedy, when he took that intercept, Appy was with the trainer. He was getting addressed and looking at his ankle, and all of a sudden he just pushed the trainer away and had to try to make the tackle. He didn't come up with anything, but he's a tough little bugger.
I think he pulled up a bit lame after the tackle off the kickoff from Toby Rudolph. Got an awkward position tackling Toby then.
I'm not sure the Tigers have had the ball down this half of the field in the second half. Through their hands, a kick by Adam Dewey in behind, juggled by Kennedy, pushed it up in the air so he could catch it on the second attempt. Now that is cool. And Heath Mason, in the infancy of his career, utility back, plays in the halves. He's done a little bit of work at hooker for them as well. He's come on the field with Coruscant off, but there is a penalty to Cronulla.
Grant, coming in too, mate. Tackle's complete. A rule that he's gone over the top. Ruck interference.
Just looking at the left hand of Heath Mason.
And they put their hands up
Heath
like
Mason is just clearing the tackle in the normal fashion. It is a loose carry from Ronaldo Mulitalo. The challenge by the West Tigers is successful.
that. Speaking about the Sunday footy show, we've got the big man on Sunday,
really?
Daryl Broman.
You guys lost. Yeah, you guys
I
lost.
did a luncheon today with the big Daryl Broman at Canterbury Leagues Club. A State of Origin luncheon. David Gillespie, Willie Mason.
Yeah.
Anthony Minicello was there.
How many fibs did Willie tell?
Let's go, guys.
Willie,
Was it under or over 15?
One down.
you got some stories.
Well,
Daryl Broman stole the show, as
Yeah.
usual.
Yeah, Sunday. Tune in. Looking forward to it.
Clement out. The scoreboard's got right out of control. That was a fairly contested game just before half-time. Had the Tigers have scored, they could have got it back to a 6-point game. And it's blown away after that point. Buller, Galvin and Utoika Manu shifts it away to Mason, who slips over. And then Atkinson over the top. Caesar's gone into acting half. Clemmer across to Pollaert. One-handed pass. Buller out the back. Oh, that was a tough pass for Bateman to catch. And he got whacked as soon as the ball arrived.
shot clock on. Middle. Middle scrum, guys. Middle.
Danica?
Yes, I've just spoken to the Tigers staff and they've confirmed that it is a calf injury for Api Coruscant, which is certainly a concern. Calf injuries can be notoriously difficult to come back from. So they will be seeing just the extent of it with some scans, but right now he's still in the sheds getting treatment at the moment. So wishing him all the best.
Clock off. Blake, in.
Well, the Sharks, we've got this one wrapped up tonight. They've got the bye next week, then the Cowboys, then the Rabbits, then the Titans, then the Knights. It's a nice little run coming up for them.
I'm really impressed with Daniel Atkinson tonight. Oh, there's a young man. Wish him all the best. Doesn't look good when they go down like that with no one on them. Yeah, Atkinson really impressed. Played tough, defended well.
You remember that game earlier in the year? Cronulla went down to Melbourne without Nico Hines and beat the Storm on that occasion. Atkinson played halfback and he was outstanding.
He played on the wing, didn't he, last
Played on the wing last week.
Last one, guys.
Gone backwards. The crowd didn't agree. Oh, look out. They're going to be dragged back here off the halfback. Just got back to the field of play. Dear. They'll end up in Botany Bay if they keep going.
Yeah. I think looks like he got the ice on the calf. That would be very painful.
Well, it's been a dark old night for the Tigers down here at the Triangle. They're not the first team to come unstuck down here, and they won't be the last.
What was it a couple of weeks ago? The Tigers had a really big win. Was it Canberra? Was it well, they're on their way.
Campbelltown. Oh, forward. Oh, penalty.
Late hit.
Late hit. Is this the late hit on Buller?
Let's go. We're going.
Here's Dewey. So just another reminder, Wimbledon straight after the footy. We're right into the meat of the tournament now. Men's semi-final action in the All England Club. So Medvedev Alcaraz. 6 matches between the pair. Alcaraz leading 4-2. How about this, Joe? Medvedev's won 41 million in prize money, and Alcaraz, he's only 21, he's won 31.5. The Grand Slam champion at the age of 20, Carlos Alcaraz. So one Spanish great, Rafael Nadal, on the way out, and they've got another one at the forefront. Live and free, 9 and 9 now. Good pointer, 31.5 mil prize money. They dink in behind Galvin, and that's
No touch.
very calm by Kennedy. Watches it roll over.
Stefano Atukamano is down in back play. He had a run and offload, but hasn't gotten to his feet since then. I'm going to pull the play up.
There's a bit of blood there on the hand, on the left hand. Then there's blood coming out of the nose. Oh, another head clash. Oh.
Kept going, and I think he gets the offload, but then stopped.
Oh, that hurts.
It's the one you don't see coming. There's your live ladder. The Sharks hold on to their 4th position there.
What team do you see in that top 8, Gus? Maybe dropping out.
Dropping out?
Yeah.
I don't know about dropping out.
Had a look at the Dolphins run in. I think they play only 2 teams out of the top 8 at the moment. One of those teams is Brisbane. They got a pretty tough run in.
Yeah, there's a lot to play out yet. There's still 8 weeks after this week, and a lot of teams still in contention. I'm kind of warming to the Roosters. I just got a feeling. I think there might be a sense of timing about the Roosters.
The Roosters and Penrith look strong.
I have to say,
I think that the Storm are always there, but I think they need Munster.
sorry, Joe. Brisbane, I know everyone's saying, look, they're class outfit. No question they are, and they've got, I wouldn't say an easy running, but some favourable games. But they're in 13th spot.
Well, they lose tomorrow night against the Dragons.
Yeah.
You know, they haven't got much margin for error. They're walking the tightrope, as a lot of teams are. You know, it's week in, week out, it's going to look different every week. Some teams picking up some injuries, and with so many teams in contention, the intensity will be there right till the end.
In this position here, I want to see Sharks with a real ruthless streak. Put a couple of tries on late. But the big one, don't let any tries in. Be ruthless here. Westpac red zone. The Sharks 31 play the balls compared to 25 for the Tigers.
So McInnes with some footwork to match those Larry boots. Plays it on the 30. Atkinson with a pass away to that right edge. And played by Ramian, who's had a big game tonight.
That's good.
Atkinson. A kick out wide. Here's Ronaldo. Tapped it back. Oh dear, knocked on again.
And once again, Atkinson plays to the right. Gets his centre, Jesse Ramian one-on-one. The footwork from Ramian. Quick play of the ball, then he stands up and lands the ball right on the spot. I think I've seen him playing the halves live, but she's been impressed. Sunshine Coast Junior, is that right, from up that way?
He was in the Melbourne system, actually. He is a Italian international, Daniel Atkinson. Now, who else is an Italian international? James Tedesco.
Oh, yes.
Cameron Serraldo was an Italian international.
An Italian coach.
There you go. Four away from the line. They're looking for the half century. There's a high tackle, so some more tackles to come the West Tigers' way. And the Sharks looking to raise the back. Brayley out the back. Juggle. Trindle. Nikora back towards the middle. Caesar missed him. Sione Fanu and Vanua Pole eventually bring him to ground. Atkinson to Hamanuele. Tries the big fend on Adam Dewey, but he holds him right up around the ball in conjunction with Alex Lobb, who stayed out there for his coach despite that call from earlier in the half. McInnes, Trindle, Kennedy, Ramian through a hole and over the line to bring up 50.
Sideline to sideline, right from the left-hand sideline across to the right-hand sideline, and virtually allowed to catch and pass as they please. The defensive line moved with them, and in the end moved backwards and away from them. And it's just too much. You can't give these big, fast outside backs that sort of latitude. Harvey Norman replay. The fence line comes up, then stops, then backs away. Look at them backing away, backing away. You're not going to stop anyone backing away in that position. The defensive line just ran in the direction of the ball, and in the end, Sharks are just too confident at that. Their combinations are really good. Playmakers too much time to play. 50 up.
Brad Fittler down there. Now, Freddie, were you telling me Jesse Ramian was a really good swimmer when he was young?
His dad used to run the pool at Canamble. So Jesse obviously used to go down there and hang out with his dad and swim. He was like a state butterflyer.
Wow. Well, look at those shoulders.
He's a weapon.
Big barrel chest, broad shoulders. Now this is a good angle. Which is the defence goes up and they stop. And they stop and they move sideways and then they go backwards. Try time.
That ball's played on the sideline there. They should have been in their face by the time the ball went one or two passes.
Once again, he's taking the ball a long way back.
Boom.
Smashed it.
So Rugby League is returning to Vegas in 2025. Big news this week. 4 games to be played as part of a festival of footy. It is the ultimate bucket list trip to the sports and entertainment capital of the world. Charter and travel packages are on sale now. Head to nrl.com/Vegas to secure your spot, and the Sharks are one of the teams involved there. Some rumours Andrew Johns might be leading a tour group actually to Vegas.
No chance.
I'm going to go. I'm going to go home, book me ticket tonight. I'm going to go. Not with anyone. I'm going to go on my own. Just have a sticky beat.
Social of you.
Well, I don't want to get caught up on any tours.
Yeah. Tour to the after the tour.
I've had my rugby league tours in my life.
Did you go to Vegas with a footy team?
No, I've been to Vegas a few times, not with a football team.
Warrington Wolves playing Wigan.
Yeah.
And that'll bring about 15,000 from the north of England. That'll be good in Vegas.
You're a Warrington old boy. Maybe you can go over there with them.
Well, their owner, Simon Moran, he's the music promoter. You might get the Killers or someone playing there. Or Oasis.
My wife just texted me and said, Vegas on your own. She said, I'm coming. Well, that scuttled that plan, didn't it?
My missus just texted and said, Betty Ford Clinic.
At least it's nearby.
All in package.
All inclusive package.
What are you for? What do you got?
You should live a tour group, Gus.
Hey, mate.
You'd be good fun.
Sharks challenging that there was a touch by
Who would be
Tigers on
good in
All Black
Australia to
Sharks.
take a tour group over to Vegas?
I reckon.
Kick chase has
What
been
about Paul
cleared.
Gallen?
I heard he's not allowed back.
I'm sure there'll be another junket for Gow, given the Sharks are going.
Alex Lobb touches the ball. We just need to review direction of it. The ball is initially knocked on by the West Tigers. The challenge by the Cronulla Sharks is successful.
So they'll get the ball back. Still a couple of minutes to go. They can add to this score. It's been a disappointing night for the Tigers. A confidence builder for the Sharks.
Yeah, we'll just go to the line.
It's a forlorn-looking coach's box.
No, it's a hard road out of the cellar, mate. It's a hard road.
Okay, Drew. Right in. Hold in there.
The good part is it's a long race. There's a game on every week.
So the fifth team to score 50 points in season 2024, and the second time the West Tigers have conceded a half-century this year. So this was never really in much doubt from the outset here. The Sharks have been so good, and here's big Royce ripping. 2 metres away, Brayley, Trindle attacking the line, he rolls over and he gets it there.
Oh, this is nice halfback play, and he celebrates. Sometimes when you're a halfback, when you've got big men in front of you under fatigue, even if you don't get through, but if you're going 100 mile an hour, you pinball off them. You can see Trindle strong in the hips. Harvey Norman replay, Royce Hunt doing impersonation of the Randy the Macho Man himself, dragging David Clemmer, and then Trindle has been one of the best tonight. He just looks up, tied forwards, coming off sideways, right foot step, pinballs off the big man, and goes over. Great way to finish the game as the main playmaker, and he celebrates. He's been excellent tonight.
They always rated him as a young player coming through. He's never really been in charge of his own NRL team. I got to say I was a little surprised tonight that he played on the left and the other boy Atkinson played on the right. I'm still looking to see Braden Trindle play right side, dominating halfback to play both sides of the field, but they've handled it very well between them tonight. Atkinson's been terrific.
Well, Atkinson's done a lot of the kicking,
yeah,
which has surprised me also. And as a kicker, you got to kick the tries you score. They'll want to nail this one. His goal kicking tonight's been excellent. Hits them pure.
Uh-oh.
Look at that.
Never in doubt. 22 points individually for Braden Trindle tonight. 58-6. This is a thumping.
And a big bonus for the for and against, which will play a part for positions not only to get into the 8 but also within the 8 for top 4 or top 2. So we looked at their draw between now and the finals time. They've got a chance to get on a little bit of a run here. Some furrowed brows when Nico Hines hit the dirt this week and went off for his x-ray, but this is a confidence builder tonight.
And a correction to their home form. They've lost the last couple here.
Look at this.
Good win, good solid performance. Home side way too good. Another difficult night for this very young Tigers side. But for the Sharks, it's up, Cronulla.
They all know the words here. And a cause for celebration with a big win for the Sharkies here, which means they consolidate that place inside the 4, which was at risk should they have lost tonight, but they've done a good job of it from the outset. And as it turns out, a most comprehensive victory. 58-6 in Friday night footy.